Hi everybody, this is Amy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making Vietnamese style fish sauce wings. For this dish we need 2.5 pounds of chicken wings. We also need to make a marinade. So to a bowl we're going to add a quarter cup of sugar, a half cup of warm water, and a quarter cup of fish sauce. We're going to give that a little stir to get that sugar melting. We also need 8 cloves of garlic, and we want to mince this up into kind of a large mince. We're going to fry this later, but just give that a nice little choppy chop. And once it's all chopped up, we can add that into the bowl as well, along with a quarter of a teaspoon of freshly ground white pepper. Then we're going to start adding in all of our wings, and we're going to let this sit covered in the fridge for a minimum of 8 hours up to overnight. I recommend overnight. So just tossing all these in there, giving them a really good toss, covering this up and popping this in the fridge, just going in and flipping these wings around every 4 hours. So the next day you want to pull these out to bring them to room temperature. So while they're coming to room temp, we're going to make a dredge. So to a small bowl, we're going to add a half cup of rice flour, quarter cup of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is going to give a nice light airiness to your dredge and form little beautiful bubbles when you go to fry it, and a half teaspoon of kosher salt. We're going to mix this up with a fork to make sure all those ingredients are well combined. We also need to pull out our wings and drain them. So just on a wire rack over a baking sheet, just pull them out and lay them out in a single layer, just so they have room to breathe and drain off and dry out a little bit. We also need to separate the garlic from our marinade, but don't throw away the marinade. We're going to use that to make a fish sauce caramel later. So just using a strainer to strain that out. Over on the stove, you should have a pot with 3 inches of neutral oil, and you want to bring it up to about 300 degrees before popping in your garlic and letting this fry for about 3 to 4 minutes. It's going to go from fried to burnt really quickly, so keep an eye on it, and it's going to continue to cook. So pull that out after 3 to 4 minutes and drain that on a paper towel. Now to dredge our wings, we're just going to toss this lightly into our dry ingredients, shake off as much excess as possible, and you do want to do this in batches. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. So just dropping your wings away from you. I think I fit 4 or 5 in per batch, and we're going to cook this for 4 minutes per side. So after the first side's cooked, we're going to flip it over, cook another 4 minutes before pulling these out and letting these drain on a clean cooling rack. And we're just going to continue to do this until all of our wings are cooked through. Now time for our fish sauce caramel, which sounds odd, but it's delicious. We're going to add the marinade into a large saute pan, bring this up to a simmer, and let this simmer away and reduce for about 15 minutes. Once you can slide your spatula across, the 2 sides stay apart, you're good to go. So you can turn off the heat, and now we're going to start tossing in all of our wings. This is going to add such a beautiful depth of flavor to the wings. So popping all the wings in and giving that a really good toss, just to make sure they're all coated in this fish sauce caramel. And once they are, you're still going to have a little bit left in your pan. Not a big deal as long as your wings are coated. We're going to plate these on our favorite platter, sprinkle in this gorgeous golden garlic on top. We're also going to add in flaky salt, sprinkle with a little flaky salt, some cut up chili peppers, cilantro, adding some lime wedges for some freshness. And this is looking absolutely delicious. I'm going to squeeze a little lime over before giving a taste. Which one do I go for? This guy looks good. The chicken has picked up all the flavors. The outside is crunchy, light, and beautiful. The chicken meat itself is juicy, flavorful, and absolutely delicious. The fish sauce caramel adds just this explosion of flavor, and these are absolutely wonderful. But there they are, fish sauce wings. I hope you all try to make this in your home. Thank you so much for spending time with me again today. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you again, and until next time, happy cooking.